back to another edition of Baldwin and Creech, Gentlemen of Style. I'm Ron L. Baldwin.
And I'm Terrence Creech. And today we want to talk to you guys about white parties or white events.
White parties and white events.
Yeah.
What you got for us?
A lot of times, there are all these different white events that we're supposed to attend or we get invited to, and we don't have a clue what we're doing. I've been in that same situation, so I do understand. And what we want to do is try to give you guys some tips, some hints, and kind of guide you in the right direction and show you some things that we've been able to do and some things that we've come across in our travels.
Okay, so from your take on it, what would you say would be the proper definition or direction someone should go whenever they are attending a white event? I mean, is it something to where do I need to know that if it's white, it's white, and I can just wear white, whatever? Or,
I got the perfect thing. I know where you're going with that. The first thing that you have to know, you got to know this. What type of white event is it? Every white event is not the same. So you have to pay attention to that. Be sure that you find out
white is white, right? White.
No, every white is not white.
No.
That is not true. There are different.
I can't get away with white Air Jordans and white white tank top.
And it's possible.
Okay.
What we want to make sure of as men and women too, if you're watching, you too. So it's not just men, but we want to make sure that it's the proper white for the proper event.
Okay.
Case in point.
All right.
If you're invited to a white event, and the white event says, and this is simple, but it's all about reading. If the white event says white linen party, what should you wear?
If it says white linen party, I would assume that you would wear the fabric, because they specified linen. It should be linen, not silk or satin or cotton. It should be linen. Number one.
Right.
And that linen should carry the tone of a white.
Right. Now, there are different kinds of white. There's the off-white. There's the white, like
stark white.
Right. This is kind of what we're doing. We kind of have the jet white.
Right.
So there are different types of white. So don't get too caught up in that, but you want to stay in the white family. You don't want to move into the cream. I know people that do that.
Yeah, and if you do the white and the cream, and they say, "Oh, this is white." No, it's cream.
It's actually cream. It's
cream.
Borderline beige.
It's French vanilla, man.
Right, but sometimes you can actually pull that off depending on the event. Right. So let's just be mindful first and foremost what type of event it is. When you show up to an event and you're dressed in all white, but you're all wrong, what good does that do you? Especially if it's the type of event where you could be denied and said, "Hey, you're not dressed appropriately. Sorry, we can't let you in."
Right, that does happen.
Right, and that happens quite often. So you want to make sure that as you figure out what type of event it is, your next step is to figure out how you want to be dressed. Now, if this is a couples thing, you're with your significant other, sometimes you may want to coordinate. I don't know if we're still doing that as couples, but I mean, it's always nice to kind of compliment your woman, or as your woman, you want to compliment your man. However you do it these days, that's fine.
Yeah, I want to look better than her. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, I believe that from him. I believe that truly.
No, but really, I want to look, very, really nice, and I want her to look nice too, because it does work better, and it's a better combination if she's as immaculate as you are, and everything. It just brings more power to your. Go ahead.
Even outside of this conversation, you and your significant other should always have a healthy competition. You should always push her to look her best, and she should always push you to look your best. It's not that you have to talk about, "Hey, I'm going to look better than you." It's all about pushing each other to look their very best. And when some people don't care though. They'll hear, okay, it's all white. They'll just put whatever on, and they'll try to branch out of that. And but
going back to what you said, I mean, I guess you would have to give that extra encouragement to push them in the right direction.
Well, I mean,
Yes,
if you know, you always want. I mean, I don't care what event it is. If you're in a relationship or you're married, you know, I don't know what. It's not even an age group thing. You always want to look your best, and as men, and that's why we did this show, and that's why we created it. As men, we have to step our game up. We see the ladies out there. Don't act like you don't see the ladies out there. The classy women looking good. You go to an event and they're looking good. They got it from the head to the toe. You roll up in there in a pair of jeans and a pair of sneakers, and the first thing you want to say is, "Hey, how you doing?" You may be the greatest guy in the world, so please don't take this as, oh, I have to have on the greatest clothes to be able to approach a woman. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, make sure that your first impression, which is when she sees you, make sure your first impression is that best impression. Doesn't mean you have to have on $1 million suit. You can put on something that brings out your style and is appropriate. Oh, trust me, you can do your thing. Just up your game a little bit, especially for you guys who are a little bit more reserved. Go ahead, you got a nice looking wife or girlfriend, and she's always stellar in her movements when it comes to her style. Look at her and say, oh, so that's how we doing it now? Oh, I got something for you. That's healthy competition. It's not that competition of sports where I want to beat you. It's just healthy competition within your environment.
Now, getting back to the white event portion of it, don't get me wrong. If it says it's a white event, if the invite is specifying white, most of the white events that I've attended, normally people tend to stray from the entire outfit being totally white. Not, a lot of times people they'll keep to what the invite actually says, but sometimes they'll throw it off a little bit. The majority of their outfit is white, but they may go with a sky blue or a raw blue handkerchief, or have like some type of other color incorporated into the white, but their overall will be
honestly,
white.
I don't see
but
anything wrong
I think that's fine.
Right, and honestly,
I
I don't see anything wrong with that
It's
whatsoever.
just as long as the other color doesn't outweigh the white.
Well,
Because
I mean,
the invite specifies
you
white.
know, like now, if you put in, you know, a red or a blue handkerchief, or pocket squares we call them, if you did that, I don't think there would be a whole lot wrong with it.
Well, let's see. You stay right there. I'll be right back.
Well, as he goes to try to figure this thing out, I'll get back to what I was saying. The biggest thing about, you know, going to these events is actually knowing what the event is. If you're going there and you have on a tuxedo, and it's more of a, should I say, if it's more of a
How's that?
dressy casual.
Okay.
Let me look at him right now. Let me see. I guess you guys can see this pretty well.
I mean, it's
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. You want to stand out. You want to have a little flair.
I'm still at the white party.
You're still at the white party.
I have overall, you know,
And-
white. I mean, it looks okay.
To keep in mind, he's got touches of white here, so
touches of white in
yeah, so he's still,
Bring it on.
you know, within that. And I've seen a lot of guys with style do just that.
Yeah.
I've seen
This is
some.
what I was talking about. Not overwhelming with the alternate color, but still
Right.
keeping with the.
I've seen some
the
do
invite.
the color lapel.
Right.
So there are so many
Still
different
works.
things that you can do to accent your white. Please, by all means, if you want to stand out, that's part of your style, do that. But make sure that you're appropriate for the event. A lot of times we go to these events, and you know that guy. I hope it's not you, but you know that guy
Yeah, you know
that's
that guy.
going to show up. He's going to have on those jeans, probably some sneakers. I've seen him come in with shorts on, and these are more. I won't call them semi-formal. We'll call them dressy casual.
I'm
events.
gonna tell you like this: if it's a formal, semi-formal, or formal invite, don't wear tennis shoes. That's just me.
That's out.
That's out.
That's
Don't wear tennis shoes. Period.
and I mean,
I don't care how cool you are. Go ahead.
We're going to do a show later on about semi versus formal. So keep that in mind. You know, stay tuned. But we will do a show because honestly,
Right.
you know, a lot of people don't know the difference between semi and actual formal.
Right. If
And
it just says white party, okay.
Right. And
White
honestly,
party.
I
That's manage the
didn't,
spectrum.
I didn't always know the difference either.
Right.
You know, as you get older, you learn these things, but I didn't know the difference either. So we'll touch on that. But I definitely will tell you this: if it says semi-formal, or even if it says formal, sneakers are not involved. Period.
No
No
sneakers.
sneakers,
None.
no jeans, no t-shirts.
None.
They're not involved at all. This is a dressy affair.
If I'm having a white party and I say it is formal, semi-formal, or anything in that realm, and you come to my event and you have tennis shoes, sneakers, or whatever you want to call them on,
See
track
ya.
shoes,
See ya.
trainers, I don't care.
See ya.
You're not getting in. You breached my code of ethics. And you
Your
cannot
code of
enter
ethics.
my establishment. I apologize.
You done went with
Maybe
the code
next
of
time.
ethics.
Yeah.
But that,
I'm
you
just
know,
saying.
that's the fun part. That's the fun part of when you're planning a party,
So-
especially when it's yours. You have a theme and you have a vision, and you want your vision, you know, to come true. So you basically make sure that people comply with whatever your invitation says.
Exactly.
So it's important to understand what type of event you're going to be at.
Yeah, because you will not be able to get up in a Baldwin and Creech all white event. Trust me. You
Oh
will
no,
get turned
we
back in
don't.
the
We
door.
don't do the. It will not be the sneakers or the jeans. And I've seen this, and it kind of. I don't want to say it rubs me the wrong way because it's not my business if it's not my event.
Right.
But everybody else is dressed very nice. You have on a pair of white shorts, some white sneakers, white T-shirt. You're in all white, but you're not in the spirit of what the event is about.
Right.
So just as men, as we continue to say, let's up our game. Let's level up. Let's
Level
do
up.
better. Let's make sure that our women
We're gonna
don't.
do better.
Yeah,
Together.
let's make sure our women aren't looking at us like, Lord, here you go.
Here we go again.
Let's take away from. Let's take that face away. So.
Yep. I mean that's it. I think we
I
covered
think we covered it.
the whole white agenda.
Well, the only other little things, other little tidbit.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
You think we're good?
Yeah.
I was just gonna give this little tidbit.
What-
The other thing is when it comes to white and you're shopping for white, a lot of times stores don't always carry it, so you may have to go online to those stores. They carry white, but they
They don't
don't.
carry it in the store.
They don't always carry it in the
Right.
store because they're
Right.
kind of specialty items for the most part.
Right.
White shirts you'll always find, but an actual white suit, from time to time you'll find white vests. So don't get discouraged if you're whatever particular store that you shop at on a regular. If you go to that shop and they don't have it in, normally go to their website. If they have a catalog, go there. They should have it. That's the one little tidbit. So that's all.
Okay.
That's all I had.
All right, good.
So,
Good.
um,
Yeah. So I think that's good. Once again, I mean, if you guys have questions about what we spoke about here today, we're open to any comments you may have. Just go to any of our media, social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, especially on YouTube. Comment, like, definitely subscribe. And I guess that's about it. You got anything else you want to end it up?
The only other thing I'm going to say,
Go ahead.
look, see how this nice white bracelet just accents everything. So I got to big up my 1229. That 1229 collection, it's a great thing. These are things that you can do when you're doing the all white, and of course this is not all white, but I can accent. So I accent it, with my accessories and stuff. So that's it. We're definitely getting out here now. I just had to throw that.
Give y'all guys a close up though of this 1229 stuff here. I want you to come up too. We're gonna come up a little bit closer with this 1229 stuff. Can y'all see this 1229 stuff going on here?
Yeah.
Can y'all see that?
I hope we ain't all over each other.
Yeah.
But hopefully
Can y'all see that?
If you can't see it, go to the
Some good stuff here.
www.the1229collection.com. You can see all this, and you can have it as well.
Accent your style, accent your
Come
life.
on, man. Come on. Step up, man. Oh, there's something there for you too, ladies. But come on, man. Let's step this thing up a little
this
bit.
thing up.
Level up.
Yeah,
So,
we got something special coming to you too from the 1229 collection. So just wait, just hold your shorts.
oh yeah,
We got something for you.
we
We have
got
not forgot about you.
oh yeah, and we got something dropping kind of soon. We got
Yeah, but we're not gonna give it all away.
It's
all.
Look, I can't wait.
It's
Look,
nice.
this next thing that we're dropping.
Especially for you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my brothers.
Yeah. We're gonna bring it all in.
Look,
Big
like,
hugs.
like the ladies say sometimes, can we talk? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
can
we
we
got
talk?
something for you.
We got something for you.
But again, we're gonna get out of here. You know, sometimes now we clown a little bit. But this has been another episode of Baldwin and Creech, and
You do
you want me to do
it.
it?
You do it.
Oh man.
You do it.
As my man likes to always say, there is no excuse for good taste.
Exactly. Stay tuned for next time, another edition of Baldwin and Creech, Gentlemen of Style. Reversed it on you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Have a good one.